Hello, everybody. Thank you so much for stopping by for daily tarot predictions. These predictions are for Thursday, November the 22nd, Thanksgiving for those of us here in the U.S. So happy Thanksgiving to everybody. We are starting with Aries right off here. So let's see what comes up for you guys. There's Emily. Hey, hey. Brenda Rosario. Hello, hello. Glad to see you guys. Okay, so what we have for Aries is the World showing up in reverse. Now, this is a card that tells me that you have some kind of situation that you thought was absolutely ideal happening on Thursday, and it turns out that by the end of the day, you're realizing maybe that wasn't my best plan, or maybe that wasn't as ideal of a situation as I thought it was. Okay. Hello there, Lisa. Glad to see you here, my dear. Happy Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving to you, Ms. Emily, and to you, Brenda, and to everybody here. I am not going to be doing videos tomorrow, just so you guys know. All right, Taurus, let's look at you guys for November 22nd. You guys did have a card fall, and it fell at a strange angle, so we're going to read it at the angle. What you have coming up here is the King of Pentacles. He's almost in reverse, but not quite. Thanksgiving is a day of dealing with family members, and not all of our family members are as healthy as we would like them to be, sometimes physically, but also sometimes mentally and emotionally. For those of you who are not in the U.S., this is still going to apply to you, Tauruses, maybe not exactly the same way. But basically what we're dealing with here, Taurus, is that you are really struggling not to just lose your cool with somebody that you're interacting with on Thursday. So there's somebody that, whether they realize it or not, they're pushing your buttons pretty hard. And it looks to me like it comes really close several times to you just saying, well, you know what, that's enough. One way or another, whatever way that you say that's enough. Okay. Hello there, Carrie. Hi, Ricky. I usually don't see you here for this video. Glad you're here. Next, let's look at Gemini. Gemini for Thursday, November the 22nd. Okay, Geminis, you had a card flop too, and it flopped at a weird angle. Not quite as strange as the one for Taurus. I'm not even quite sure how I should interpret this. Well, let me show you the card and I'll figure it out. Okay, so Gemini, what you have is the bear showing up, and she did show up like almost perfectly horizontally. Trying to figure out what is going on here. I kind of don't know where to put this as far as a translation, because when she's right side up, I know this much. I know that this is talking about a decision that you are trying to make on Thursday, Gemini. And I know that that decision has to do with keeping things the same, following the same old tradition, doing things the way they've always been done. Or maybe you're thinking about the possibility of doing something completely new and different instead. Ah, okay, I get it. I get it. Okay, so basically you are trying to make a decision if you want to do things the way they're normally done on Thursday, or if you want to do them completely differently. And what's going on here with this card is that before you make up your mind what you want to do, I think somebody else comes in and influences the situation in the direction that they, I don't know if they even want it, but anyway, they influence the situation into one direction or the other. So you end up considering this decision, but not actually making this decision. The action actually happens before you've made a decision. You just end up kind of floating down the stream along with that action. Okay, so that's for Gemini. Oh, I see, Miss Ricky. Thank you for the thumbs up, Carries. Carries, did I say Carries? Thank you for the thumbs up, Carrie. Ah, it is very cleansing. That's a good thing. All right, let's look at Cancer for Thursday, November the 22nd, Thanksgiving Day here in the United States. What's coming in for Cancer? La da da da, la, la da da da. All right, Cancers. You guys have the Tower showing up. This just tells me that there's something going on where this can be a big blowout, some kind of big fight. That's kind of the first place that my mind gravitated towards when I saw this, is all those families getting together on Thanksgiving with people crammed into less space than they're used to, with more people than they're used to. Kind of does ask for trouble a little bit, especially in families that have more dysfunctional energies going on in them. So that's the first thing that I thought of. Is there something going on with relationship-wise having to do with family get-togethers, especially for those of us who are in the U.S. I don't mean to like push out anybody who doesn't live in the U.S., but that's the first thing that did come to me. Now, this can also be something like, maybe your car breaks down or something like that, or your phone stops working, or anything like that. And it's always, the Tower is always a temporary card. It's big. It makes you feel like you've just lost your breath and you kind of have to find your legs again. But there's always a good recovery from the Tower card. So while getting the Tower and going through that situation is never pleasant, once you come out the other side of it, you're always better off than what you were before the Tower card actually showed up. So there is, this is going to be unpleasant. I'm not going to mince words. It's going to be unpleasant. You're not going to be happy about it, whatever it is, however it manifests. But the good news is that on the other side, things are going to be better. Now, this can be the catalyst. If this is a blow up in a family, this can be the catalyst for some very honest conversation about how people feel and why. And so that can be where you end up on the better side, is with those types of conversations. If this is something like your phone going toes up, then this is replacing your phone with one that's newer and better, that type of thing. So long story is not a bad story, but the initial shock of having that Tower card energy come in can be very difficult. Okay, so that's for Cancers. Well, you must have heard some of it, because I just now finished it up and I'm reading your comment. You can always replay. Okay, Leo. Let's look at you guys for Thursday, Thanksgiving, November 22nd. Also, Carrie, if you lost power right as I was explaining it, maybe it doesn't even apply to you. In this case, I think that would be good. But almost everybody's cards are flopping today. This is what, the fourth one out of 5 so far. So Leo, what you have showing up here is the Hierophant. Now, the Hierophant just tells me that you are doing some traditional things on Thursday, and you're doing them in very traditional, old-style ways. You're not trying to reinvent the wheel here. You're following those old traditions, Leo. I ate too much turkey. I love it. That could be. Have to lay down because you ate too much turkey. Can't walk. Alrighty, so let's look at Virgo next. Virgo for November 22nd, Thursday, Thanksgiving Day if you're here in the States. Let's see what kind of energy comes in for you. Virgo, Virgo, Virgo. Somebody else got this too. I think it was Aries. So Virgo, what you have is the World card in reverse. I think what's going on for you Thursday is that you have some plans that you thought were going to be absolutely perfect, and you were just thrilled and tickled pink with them. And I think that somewhere along during the day, you realize, oh, there's a flaw in that plan, or it's not exactly everything that you thought it was. This is not a bad card, but this is a card that just says, yeah, everything that you were dreaming that this would be, it's not all of that and the bag of chips. It's probably like 80% as good as what you wanted it to be or what you thought it would be. So, I mean, 80% of what you think is going to be perfect is not a bad thing. It's just a little off. Okay, so definitely not anything to have a pity party about, Virgos. You're quite welcome, Ms. Carrie. Let's see, let's see. Libra. You guys are up next. Let's see what happens with y'all. I really should replace this deck of cards. I mean, look at the backs. Might be time, but I don't want to. Libras, are you going through something like that too? There's something that you know you need to replace or update in your life, but it feels too comfortable and you feel too secure with it to do that? I would say that's probably the first message coming through for you. Second message, Libra, on Thursday. You're dealing with a fox in reverse. This is going to be somebody who's younger than you. This, for a lot of you, this could be a teenage child, probably a girl. But this is going to be somebody who is younger than you. They are incredibly intelligent, like super smart as a whip, unbelievably impressive in their wittiness and intelligence. However, when the fox comes in reverse, even though they are super intelligent, they also can come off in a sarcastic way. They like to make people laugh, they like to have a good time, but sometimes the jokes that they use may not be 100% appropriate. They may make jokes that are at the expense of others. And so this can be somebody who is, they're almost unaware that they go around hurting people's feelings. It's kind of interesting whenever I run into this energy, because it seems like they're trying so hard to get people around them laughing. They're kind of oblivious to the people that they're hurting in the process. So that's going to be somebody that will be a little bit tricky to deal with. I think you can handle it, Libras. You guys are pretty direct and upfront. Hello there, Tammy Bambi. Happy Thanksgiving to you too. All right, Scorpios, we're up next. I'm a little nervous about our card for tomorrow. Let's see what happens here. Happy birthday to all my fellow Scorpios, by the way. If you would like to get the birthday discount on the live reading, all you have to do is get a hold of me by the end of the day tomorrow, while it's still our sun sign, and we'll get you scheduled and taken care of. Not going to guarantee that I'll do a reading for you tomorrow. Depends if I'm home or if I've already left for my friend's house. But we'll be doing that soon. I'm going to make that later on today. Well, actually, I'm probably going to make my caramel corn today, and I'll make my pecan pie tomorrow. All right, so let's look at our Scorpio card. Let's see what we have, see what we have, see what we have. Oh, this is nice. I like it. Did I sound surprised there? We do have the Two of Cups showing up. This does show just really attraction, enjoying good time. This is nice. This is way nice. I come from a family where Thanksgiving can be pretty dysfunctional and messed up. I'm not going to my family home. I'm going to my friend's home. So maybe that's why this looks so much better. But this does look like, we're really having some kind of enjoyable day. We may be meeting somebody that we want to get to know better later on. as well. It could be that, if we're with people that we know that we're just enjoying that time together, there may be a little romantic influence in here, although there doesn't have to be. This can just be a card of warmth and affection. So, really good card coming up for Scorpios, actually. Woot woot. Alrighty. So, next up are Sagittarians. Thank you guys for the thumbs up, and those of you who are sharing this video, thank you very much. The more people I get in front of, the more people I get to help. And that's always fun for me. Plus, it pays my bills as well. So thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, Sagittarius. This is for Thursday, November the 22nd, Thanksgiving here in the United States. Let's see what you guys have. Oh, this is interesting. Sagittarius. You've got the Four of Swords in reverse. So I'm getting a couple of scenarios that are coming up here. The first one that hit me is somebody's taking a break. They're saying, you know what, I think I'm going to pass on all these festivities and I'm just going to rest and relax. Maybe you're not feeling too good. Maybe you just don't want to deal with the idea of being around a big group of people. And then the other scenario that showed up in my mind almost as soon as I picked this card up, some of you Sagittarians who have traditionally been the people to do most of the work for Thanksgiving, you're taking a break. Somebody else is taking over that responsibility. Maybe Thanksgiving has normally been in your house or at your home for years or decades even. And now somebody who is younger has stepped up and said, you know what, I would like to do Thanksgiving at my house. Would you like to come over and just relax and be a guest and enjoy? So there's a couple of different scenarios going on there, but I think you're going to be able to be more relaxed than you usually would for Thanksgiving, Sagittarius. That Four of Swords talks about resting. Rest and recovery, I'm being told. So you guys may be tired. Maybe tired, maybe not feeling so well. Either way, I think that somebody is picking up the load where maybe you used to handle it before. All right, up next we have Capricorns. While I'm shuffling for Capricorn, let me just remind you, if you would like to book a live reading with me or schedule or get a 1 or 2 question reading or schedule a Reiki session, all of that is on my website, which is www.amista, amista.info, info. There is no .com, just .info. And it is down in the description box below too if you want to look at that. But all my information is there about the services that I offer. And also if you want to reach out to me, all my contact information is there as well. Okay. La da da da. See if I'm the right provider for you. And then get a hold of me. Okay, so Capricorns, what we have coming up for you guys. What's showing up here is the Death card, and I want to check in a little bit before I start telling you all about this. Okay, so Capricorns, on Thursday, you guys are going to be interacting with somebody who needs to make some kind of change in their life for it to be improved. And I think that whatever change it is that they need to make would also make things easier for you to relate to this person, and maybe even for this person to relate to you. For a lot of you, I'm feeling like this is a person who needs to do something like quit drinking or, quit going into altered states of consciousness that are altered by outside influences. But this could also be other things that would be better off if they were changed. It would be an improvement to your friend or family member or a loved one's life. And what's going on is on Thursday, they're just not ready to make that change. They're just not. A lot of times when people have a change like this coming in and they don't make that change, it's because they're afraid of the unknown. They're afraid of, okay, well, if I make this change, how is that going to affect everything else in my life? And they're just afraid to go into that space. So not a bad idea to have a little bit of compassion for them, but I think it's going to be also very frustrating to interact with this person, because they could be doing things in a way that would be more conducive to happier times for themselves and the people around them, and yet they are choosing not to. Okay, so that's for Capricorn, and that's somebody you're interacting with. That's, I don't have that showing up as you. Okay, next let's look at Aquarius. All right, so this is Aquarius for Thursday, November the 22nd. La da da da, la da da da, la da da da, da da. All right. Okay, Aquarius, what you guys have is the Three of Arrows. This card is labeled jealousy in this deck, and sometimes it does come up as jealousy. So it could be that you're experiencing some kind of jealousy on Thursday, Aquarius. This card, you know, by itself doesn't indicate if this is something that is going to be something that is something you're jealous about, that you're kind of filling in the blanks and sort of creating things in between the lines that aren't there, or if this is jealousy that is a more justified thing. But there is jealousy coming up here, and I'm also getting a strong sense of insecurity. And I know insecurity kind of goes along with jealousy, but I think for some people there's not, the jealousy isn't as big a factor. For some people there's a lot more insecurity that's coming in on Thursday. So this does not look pleasant, unfortunately. The good thing is that this is not, you know, the whole day. We're just seeing a snapshot of one moment in the day. So, you know, hopefully this is something that you get through and get past very quickly. And of course, this is a general reading, so not everything I see here will apply to every single person. All right. Next, let's look at Pisces for Thursday, November the 22nd. You already know. Oh, I'm so sorry. All right, so let's see about Pisces for November the 22nd, Thanksgiving here in the United States. What kind of energy will you be getting? I hear you, Lisa. I love how you say, I don't have enough volume for that. All right, let's see. Pisces, trying to focus here. Pisces, you guys have a lot on your mind. When I shuffle a long time, that's a solid indicator that you guys have a lot on your plate, a lot on your mind. You've got all kinds of plates in the air, basically. Here we go. We're going to take this one. For you having so much on your mind, I was really thinking, oh, this isn't going to be a pretty one, but you guys came out with a fantastic card. You've got the 10 of Pentacles here. Now, in this card, you don't see so much about it being a family, security, happiness card, because you just see the one female and the dragon here. But this is definitely about family happiness, family security. So Pisces, I think a lot of you are going to have some really great experiences with the family, especially those of you celebrating Thanksgiving with families here in the United States. And also, when I see something that comes up for family, you guys should know that sometimes that is not blood family. Sometimes that's tribe. That's those people that we love like family, even though we don't share the same blood. So it could be that you're having some very happy, secure times with your tribe, just as easily as your family on this card. The Ten of Pentacles just tells me that, you're feeling abundant. Things are going along well. You guys may be laughing and joking and just having a great time together. This is really just being able to enjoy the abundance and being able to enjoy the company of the people around you. So fantastic, 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 fantastic card for you, Pisces. Woohoo! So that covers everybody. Could be an omen. I am grateful for all of you being here. Thank you so much for stopping by and for hanging out. Those of you who have given thumbs ups, I appreciate that. Those of you who have shared this video, thank you, thank you, thank you. Those of you who are scheduling readings and Reiki sessions, I appreciate you as well. It is because of all of your support that I am able to do what I love for a living. So thank you very much. Everybody have a wonderful, exciting, thrilling, happy, peaceful Thanksgiving. And I'll see you guys on the next video. Peace out.